Hello everyone and welcome back. We are continuing campaign as Babylon.
10,000
Last time,
action.
where we left off, our faction's leader died of old age, at age of 60 actually. Well, I guess in ancient times it was considered
destined to rule.
an impressive age. So,
Yes.
we were about to get rid of those guys and recruit
Pay
a heavy
attention,
spearman in their
or die
place. We can also get rid of these guys.
Who
Pretty
here has
shitty, to be
military
honest.
training?
And let's recruit a unit of cavalry in their
Build the
place.
Training will come
And
later.
one more thing. Let's let's get rid maybe of one of the this band, the Acadian warriors, and
Take
recruit
them,
a
feed
high
them,
royal
train
guard
them.
in their place. Great. So now we have 3 legendary units in our
I take care of
current faction's leader. What I really don't like is the avatar, the 3D avatar is different than the one in the picture over here. But what can we do? We can do nothing about
This
it.
is my court. Behave
It's
while
the
you are here.
Putursin, and this is Putursin as well, so yeah.
Sun King of all.
So let's just you know, upgrade some buildings. And we were about to
Sounds
start
important.
moving towards the Kilisi settlement,
The future belongs to us.
take it for ourselves.
Sound marching horn.
But we will not use
journey.
all of our action points. We don't want to make that.
Everybody has their duty.
Because
True master
we
of the arts.
always want to have some action points to spare if the need comes to
Duty
actually
awaits.
fall back. So we are okay. So this is the new guy that took over the control of the former action leader army. And let's see
Duty
how's
calls.
this guy. Was the
Everybody
Bal
has their
out
duty.
there? Yeah, Bal is over here. And I think, what pending actions do we have? Local deities. What is it? What do they want? General devotion slot available. Okay. So, yeah, because our general, the faction leader died, and he was devoted to Marduk, so we will put his son in his place.
Your worship has been chosen.
Great. Another. What is this? So let's maybe for this one we'll choose Baal.
Devote yourself
He's
to
our
faith.
trusted general. Construction available. Okay, we don't want to build just anything, but we can actually, now that I think of it, yeah, let's just start building something that we would build anyway, you know. So we will ignore this information for now. Yeah, this
How
guy
long will
didn't
the world
move
last?
because he's still replenishing his forces, and once he does, we will go for Tuwali, I think. Is this outpost over here? Yeah, it belongs to Tuwali. this region looks really weird. It's long and like it's really just really weird. Anyway, so
Type
this
of
guy
gold
should
or bronze
replenish his
blade?
forces first, then we'll go for, I don't know if we even should go for the garrison, but maybe, we'll see. There are some items to be assigned to our general over here. Okay. We can go for workforce cost. Now we assigned everything, every item. Yeah, we know that.
The finest hour.
And let's just end this turn and continue our conquest. So these guys are desperate, and this is why they are attacking. So Baal will lose cavalry if we auto-resolve it. Now how? Never mind, let's just auto-resolve it. And we must remember to recruit cavalry over there into Baal's army. Okay, so our vassal offers marriage. So, what is this? Offer a character from your faction to be married and transferred to another faction as a civilian. By doing this, you will lose that character. So no, we are not doing that. A guiding hand. The last thing I am sure either of us desires is a conflict of interest, dear friend. So, I would ask that you remain idle until I have concluded my business. Of course, you shall be financially compensated for the loss of any alliance you might otherwise have had your heart set upon. We will refuse, mostly because we are at war with them, so we are not taking any requests for them. We don't accept them. Let's see what building actually provides us with the recruitment of cavalry. Is there a building that actually would make it possible for us? I guess there's not, but we can manage by building something else in its place. I mean, yeah, let's go for the chariots, even though I'm not the big fan of chariots. I think I've said it a couple of times before.
Honor and glory.
But it's pretty much the only thing other than than the cavalry that we
I
can
know.
actually
Prepare to
try
march.
and get now. So let's see
of the
how's
universe.
our other
Always ready.
armies doing.
Soldiers, attention!
So we should, I think, attack this guy over here because he's outside of the
Engage the
settlement,
enemy.
which will cause the garrison to leave the settlement as well, and that is exactly what happens. Yeah, let's just auto-resolve it. There's no really point in playing manually. It looks like the cavalry is just some kind of cannon fodder.
We snatched victory from defeat's
Yeah, we will
jaws.
replenish our forces.
Shamash has blessed me.
Take the settlement.
Without bloodshed
And if
or
only we
chaos.
can. Okay, we can actually. We will recruit another cavalry unit in
Replenish
its
the
place.
regiments.
So, that's that. This
Always
army
ready.
over here is battle ready as well. So, right now we
No
should
trouble.
go for
Sound marching horn.
Karana settlement and try to take it for ourselves. Maybe we will
Take that
take
pathway.
this outpost on our way there.
Sounds important.
We will not be able to reach Karana this turn, so we are saving some of the action points.
Bag of gold?
Yeah,
Or
so
bronze blade. 10,000
that.
correct actions.
and right now, should we go just straight for Tuwali? I don't know what garrison they have. And there's a garrison there as well. They have two garrisons, it seems,
I take care of problems.
from the outposts.
Move out,
So
soldiers.
we will ignore this one, and if the need presents itself, we will go for this garrison over here and destroy it. So, yeah. Why is it... Okay, it seems that I overlooked it and I was thinking, why is it like paused or something? Anyway, let's build or upgrade this main building over here. What else can we do? We can build a garrison like we were supposed to, but we ran out of idle workforce before. And what else? Maybe I don't know. What does this unit or building provides us? Babylonian Royal Guard. Okay, so they are speared units. I mean, what other options do we have? We can only produce food in this settlement over here. So let's go for this one over here, this building, and next we will choose one of the military tied buildings, I think. So every single one of our generals took their actions. So now we have to choose one of the royal decrees, which will be let's see. Okay, this one is pretty cool, but in order to get it, we first need to get those technologies in line. So this is the first we are getting. And just look at that. if the civilization's situation will stay as it is right now, we will get extra 15% of stone production, which is really great. Well, we still have plenty of stone right now. I
Everybody has
remember
their
when we
duty.
started, we struggled
What is
with
the news from Babylon?
the low amount of stone production, or basically none at all. And now we have plenty of so much of it, basically, that there's nothing to be spent. I mean, we have so much of our stone that there's not even enough constructions to be built, or enough idle workforce which would allow us to use all of our stones every turn. But still, it's better to have reserves than, you know, struggle with keeping your level of your resources at a pretty decent level. Okay, so judging by the map, now that I think of it, we are getting real close to, what is it, a Mediterranean Sea? No, this one over here is a Mediterranean Sea. So yeah, there's still plenty of settlements to be taken, but we took a fair amount of them as well. Just look at that, how many. There's Greece, today's Turkey. Okay, and it took us 88 turns to just take what we have right now over here. It seems not that much compared to the lands remaining, but if you take into consideration that because this map is divided into provinces, that every province has like 2-3 settlements in it, this number grows. Okay, anyway,
What will fate bring?
so we control this settlement over here. Let's build a garrison. We want a garrison in every settlement, if only it's possible. That is not what I meant. Whatever. I mean, I wanted to cancel the construction, but never mind.
The future belongs
I changed
to us.
my mind just after choosing. I wanted to change it for some kind of military building, but whatever. We can still make a use of
Prepare
it.
for march.
And let's see. So we will go with Nabopolassar's army for Nineveh. These
March in column.
settlement names are starting to sound a little Jewish, if you ask me. So
How
I
long
guess
will the world
we are getting closer to Canaan territories. So,
Bag of gold or bronze
let's
blade?
take Tuali. Try and take it, maybe I should say.
Battle positions!
It looks like we are actually able to take it, so that's great. And we can do that with the auto-resolve.
The day is ours!
Okay, so we didn't even have to... Let's destroy this building and put a garrison in its place. We didn't even have to destroy the garrisons first, which is really great.
10,000 correct actions.
And maybe
Assume
it
regular
will be
duty.
just the same with Karana over here.
Sound battle horns!
So we will lose one of the cavalry units as usual. But it's a sacrifice we are used to, so just auto-resolve it.
The gods were on our side today.
Occupy. And let's do the same as we did with what was it called? Kilizi settlement. And now we can upgrade the garrison, main building in Karana,
King to all!
and we will wait until the next turn before we can actually proceed with our conquest. How many turns until this building is? 1 turn, so that's great.
Bright ideas for dull problems.
And it seems that Pashima is in
Good
the same
fortune
province as
smiles on
Kabnak is, so we can
Fast
just
and strong.
march forward, not having to worry to leave the province before this building over here is built. We could also just construct it instantly, but I prefer not to waste
Duty calls.
gold if not necessary. We could also, in near future, recruit another
In my domain,
army.
everybody does their duties. No more, no less.
Why, would you ask? Well, basically, to conquer even faster. The more armies you have, the faster your conquest will proceed. That is the main point of having many armies. And like I said a couple of times before, things are pretty slow until the 100th turn, and then they speed up. Once you have 5, 6 and more armies, it starts to the situation starts to develop really fast. So we should also check if it's possible to confederate with our vassal. But we will do that after we choose the ambition. So so I see that we can choose the ambition that we already fulfilled the conditions of its success. So we will gain 1 victory point and a 1500 gold. Okay, so like I said, let's see.
I am destined to rule.
Let's negotiate
Greetings
with them
and welcome.
and
What do you want to discuss?
confederation. I could send them an ultimatum, but we don't want to do that just yet. So, yeah. Whatever. Let's build a garrison. As said before. Same for... There was somewhere the building or the settlement. That I was about to build a garrison
When I
there as
retire,
well.
I will be a poet.
Let's
What will
just
fate bring?
leave it for now. We will find it eventually. Maybe we will find the settlement once we complete the pending actions. I think we will stay in the settlement with Zamama for one more turn. We want him to
I know. Back to your posts.
replenish his
Battle
forces
positions.
as much as it's possible.
Sound battle horns.
So it seems... Excuse me. It seems that the Asura
Gods were on our side today.
are in a really bad situation.
Maintain discipline
There's a
inside,
rebellion
soldiers.
going on their
So
lands.
few are like me.
And just look at that. They don't have really this much of territory left. They were one of the greatest nations in Assyria. Cancel repair and we will just destroy it and build something else in its place. Anyway,
Like the pillar,
yeah, we are about
we
to
shall recruit.
recruit the cavalry. Okay.
Duty awaits.
I messed up, I think, by not doing that in previous turn, unless... Yeah, I think I messed up a
Calm
little,
and steady.
but still. Coming back to what I was about to say. So, they are running out of settlements, and they were
You visit often.
one of the greatest,
Are you a political upstart?
and for a great amount of time, the greatest of the factions in Assyria.
Universal Lord.
True master of the arts.
Now we can
Back to your post.
recruit chariots, I think. No, we can't. What is happening? I mean... Why is this? Okay, I get it. So let's see if over here we can recruit any of the
When
cavalry
I retire,
units or
I will
something.
be a poet.
Yeah, we can. So I don't really care about the
We
chariots.
must stand
I
together.
prefer cavalry anyway. So for now we'll just move Baal over here,
Song and verse.
and that's just great. And also it would be if we want to unite all of our territories in this region, it would be the perfect time or the wise moment to take care of our vassal. I know it's
Honor
a
and
treacherous
glory.
move. He was of some use for some time, but since our borders expanded so much, his
I take care of problems.
usefulness is no longer. Expired barters, so no, we will not extend this barter because we are producing enough gold ourselves anyway. Commandment available. Okay, so people here are, well, not really happy, but it's because of the conquest and it's only for next turn. And what do we have here? What do we produce in this province? So some stone, wood and food. So we will actually go for production of all resources plus 5%. Outpost construction available, of course. We will not build it just yet. Oh, and now we found the settlement that we were about to
Yes, yes. Sounds important.
build a garrison in.
Calm
Let's
and
spend some
steady.
points, as always.
I listen.
And then this turn. So we are not taking any vassals any longer, I think,
My destiny unfolds.
at least for now, anyway.
Burning desire.
Let's get rid of those
Traders playing
rebels
soldier.
over here. They have bad influence on our people's happiness.
We are victorious. We must go there. The finest hour.
Okay, so next we will go for, I think, Shibaniba. So let's just move our army over
set off
there a
now.
little closer. And we will recruit a
Take
cavalry unit.
Feed them. Train them.
And we can
next?
also move our general over to this
Soldiers,
fort first.
Stand ready.
Yeah,
Engage
just
the enemy.
destroy it. So they don't have reinforcers, and we will have certainty that we will take
earned this one,
the
soldiers.
settlement without any
Send scouts ahead.
problem in the future.
Marching time,
Hopefully
soldiers.
next turn even. So yeah, this
The
this
future
is what we
belongs
wanted
to
over
us.
there, and I'm struggling to decide
We will march.
if we should actually declare the war on our. Why is it? Something happened, some event took place. Because just look at that, maybe some earthquake or something. That will be an explanation. Because so many of our settlements over here are damaged, also the Nippur. And I'm struggling if
destined
we
to
should
rule.
actually 49 pending actions, oh my god. If we should declare a war on them, it will be a treacherous move.
No trouble.
But I guess if we want to unite, like I said, all of the Assyria, this is
Go
what
out
we
there.
must do, especially that they are no longer of use. So we can also
In my domain,
try
everybody
and
does their duty.
send them
No
an
more,
ultimatum.
no less. If you
Maybe
came for
they
small
will
talk,
actually accept
seek the
it.
servants instead.
Just look at that. What happened? So many buildings damaged. Let's see. What event? Oh, the flash floods. Disaster. Violent storms flooded the land, damaging structures and bringing destruction upon these provinces. So, the flood came. And this is why all of those buildings are damaged. And I see that it regards only the settlements that are basically on the riverbank. Fortunately, we have enough stone that we can actually spare to rebuild, and wood as well, to rebuild all of those constructions. And I guess I jinxed it because I was talking about the great reserves of wood and stone, and that we have nothing to spend it on anyway. And now it seems the gods have listened and made sure that we have something to spend it on, actually. But because we had such great reserves, it didn't hurt us so much. Otherwise, if we hadn't, we would have to wait a couple turns before enough resources are gathered to rebuild the damaged buildings. Okay, so let's just end this turn. And I think that the state of buildings actually influence the state of our civilization. Meaning, the more damaged buildings you have, the more your civilization is in peril. We are not signing any barters anyway, like for now, with the factions that we don't know, even just yet. And also that was not the best offer. We are producing so much of the resources ourselves that we basically are self-efficient now. So we don't need any barter agreements anymore. Other than probably
The world is
regarding
not that bad.
food trade.
Always ready.
So I guess this guy came back to Shibanibar. So we should go for this fort over here first, because I'm pretty sure with this army over here that was just here a moment before, we wouldn't be able to take it straight away.
The battlefield awaits.
But it looks like,
Surround their land.
yeah. That garrison was, for an outpost, it was pretty vast too, if you ask me.
A fantastic
So let's
display
replenish
of
our
bravery.
forces. Obviously, as always, we will
Explore the region.
we
Smite
will
them to
lose
smithereens.
our cavalry. I expect them to die soon. And now we will, because we can't take this this settlement straight away, we will have to encircle it
Siege
for
crews,
now.
status report.
How many turns before they run out of supplies? 6 turns, okay.
Engage the enemy.
It's a long time, but I don't expect them to last this long, meaning either they will attack us next
Always
turn
ready.
and we will, I guess, try and defend ourselves
Soldiers, attention!
and take this settlement, and at that
Surround the place!
this is also surprising, because just look at the how balanced our forces are, and they are still, I don't know. So maybe we'll just continue the
pressuring them.
siege, and most likely I think we will have to play 2 battles
Right ideas
manually
for dull problems.
once the
Return to
AI
daily duties.
the AIs turn calm.
Everybody has their duty.
What about
Move to attack.
Musasir? We also have to besiege it first. And it's actually weird, if you ask me, because look at that. Most of their units are just cavalry. They don't have such a great units. Their weight class is medium, but I expect them to attack. So
We have them now.
next turn should be pretty interesting. We'll see
True
if
master
there
of
are
the
some
arts.
chances to actually
Wide awake.
fight off the enemy, even if they leave their settlements, cities, strongholds and all that. And right now I think we will send an ultimatum
Future belongs to
to
us.
Duranki.
What brings you to me?
I know we are trusted friends, but that is the only possible outcome of this situation. I really do hope you will agree on that. Just look on our forces of power. You know, it would be really unwise of you to decline this offer. So, do you want to issue an ultimatum? If they refuse, war will erupt between your factions. You will suffer the following penalties: minus 217 to factions attitude, minus 29 reliability. If they accept, you will suffer the following penalties: minus 20 to factions attitude, minus 8 reliability. Our strength is strength rank is 2, and theirs is 59th, which is a third to last, I guess, or if I remember correctly, of all the factions in the world that are right now. So please just accept it.
I feel like I've sold my
Thank you.
soul.
I am really grateful. I didn't want to wage war on you. I really didn't. So let's see.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world.
I know.
There are
Everybody has their
army
duty.
is really not that impressive.
Sounds important.
We will just disband this army.
The world is a beautiful place.
Build a garrison in case of some sea peoples or desert peoples come again and try to take our cities again. What can we produce? So the production in this settlement over here is focuses just on our food. There's really nothing else they can do. They can actually do, like, we can build a lentil farm. So is there any other better option? A crafters guild perhaps, which will provide us with extra 15% to all resources produced. What else is there? Okay, okay.
Nobody
This
can
is a great
stop
one.
me now.
Gold income as well, but I'm not sure. We have plenty of gold, just look at that. 1.3k of gold every turn. So we will go for Royal Scribal Archives for the future to get
We
extra
must stand together.
25% of all resources
are plenty.
produced in this province.
Prepare to march.
And now we can move our general where he's needed. So,
Battle positions!
I think this is all.
This
Royal
is my
Court
court.
vacant.
Behave while you are here.
So we can claim this for ourselves. And there's only one position left for us to take, which is really great if you ask me. Local deities, another we can assign. Let's choose maybe a Nabopolassar because of his fancy name.
Holy servant.
That's a pretty silly but also fancy name. An interesting one if you ask me. So construction available. Yeah, let's build this one over here. And we were about to build something military tight, if I remember correctly, over here. Maybe not. I'm not sure. We don't have enough idle workforce anyway, so we will just understand. I'm really happy that we didn't have to fight with our former vassal. I'm really happy we worked things out peacefully, actually. So now I expect the enemy factions to start attacking our armies besieging their settlements. So there will be plenty of battles in the nearest future, I think. And this is how it starts. So let's see. They have plenty of cavalry and archers and all that stuff, but their footmen, they have basically a really low number of footmen. So I think we will continue with this turn the next episode, so that all of those battles are combined into one episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. See you around.